JEE Mains is coming in a couple of weeks, and if you're someone preparing for it, you're most probably tensed. Because you have been working hard for 2 years, 4 years, or even 6 years of your life, and now you realize that it's just a few days away. This exam might not necessarily decide your future, but can definitely shatter a lot of dreams. So for all the students who have been thinking if all your hard work would be worth it or not, this video is your answer. Hey, welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Tarun and I'm a final year student at IIT Kharagpur. And in this video, I'm going to talk about every single thing that this IIT tag would help you in your life. So without wasting any more time, I just want to get started. So the first thing which I want to talk about is the placement.
No, I'm studying like a milli rocket.
Everyone will just tell you come to IIT and life set up. Like placement to ho hi jayega. But this year, the placement scenario has been a bit different. It's like even my friends who are in my batch, they still did not get placed. Like abhi tak. And one small incident which happened recently before like 2-3 days has changed my entire perspective towards this IIT tag which we have, right? So I'll tell you what happened. So there is this internship which I've done before 2 years, and one of the full-time employees over there was an alumni of IIT KGP. And recently he just texted me hi, and we were just talking, and at that point of time he said, hey, I've just listened that this year ka placements were not so good. So if you or your friends, anyone needs any help, just hit me up. Because I have a lot of contacts, I can like help you with the placements. So at that point of time, I just had this smile on my face. I'm like, bro, this is it. I mean, he clearly mentioned this year the placements were not so good, but we IIT Kharagpur students can still get a good placement. And he was like, if you have any of your friends ka CVs, just send it over and I'll forward it to the HR and we'll get it sorted. So do you understand, like the alumni network at like IIT Kharagpur or like any more other IITs is like so damn strong. So it's not just about the campus placements which happen in the campus, but also this alumni network which makes this entire IIT tag ka thing like so damn powerful. Now the second thing which I want to talk about is that IIT tag is going to be really useful if you are going to study abroad. See, I've just heard it from people. I don't actually know this because I never applied to other universities and all. But I have one of my friends who is trying to apply for these foreign universities and all. So it's better we call her up. Let's ask her if this IIT tag would actually help people to go abroad and, you know, get the admissions easily, right? So here we go. She did not pick up the call, so here we go to the third thing. So the third thing which I want to talk about is the respect that you get from people. Like I've really experienced this in my real life. Like I've really felt it. I've really gone through these situations. I'll tell you 4 situations. The first thing is like the family gatherings and all. Like this is pretty common for everyone, where usually like your uncles and aunties and all these people will be like, Acha, Tarun, IIT mein padhta hai, IIT mein padhta hai. These kind of things, right? But the second situation which happened, that happened for the first time in my life. This was during my internship after my 3rd year. And whenever I introduced myself to some new colleague of me or maybe some employee at that organization, they were always asking, Acha, you're from IIT Kharagpur? Acha, IIT Kharagpur se? IIT se? IIT se? So you get the point, right? That was the first time in my life when I felt, Acha, if you graduate from IIT and if you join a company, even at that point of time, like at least in the beginning days, people will still ask you, people will still recognize, people will still find you, people will still judge you ki, Acha, he's from IIT, so he might be smart. I mean, later stages it might depend ki if you're not working, obviously that's a different ballgame and all, but at least the first impression which you make, that will be good. So these first 2 situations are pretty much expected, right? But the third situation which I'll tell you will blow your mind. So when I was in first year of my college, I was coming back from college to my home, right? And I was using train, like I was coming on a train back, and I did not have the original train ticket, and instead I had the printout of it. The ticket which you get from like the railway station, from there itself, you need to carry the physical thing of it. At that point of time, I did not have the money over there, and so I did not book the tickets. My dad booked the tickets here, and he did not book an online ticket. He booked it from the railway station itself, and he had a physical printout of it. So then he sent that physical copy to me, and I took a printout over there, and I was carrying that printout. But then when the TT came, he asked me, bro, where's your ticket? I was like, sir. He's like, ye nahi chalega. I was like, why? He's like, printout nahi chalega. I was like, sir, color print, right? Chalna chahiye, right? So at that point of time, the TT was like, ye nahi chalega. Fine. I was like, sir, fine. Student, no paise. That was my expression, okay? No paise, student. And then he goes, Acha, kaun se college so? Like, sir, IIT Kharagpur, going back home, me, no paise, student. IIT se ho? Haan, yes sir, yes. ठीक है. Next time say, remember this. ठीक है, you need to carry the physical ticket. Like, अच्छा, okay sir, thank you so much. He took it and he went off. And after 15 minutes or something, he came back. He was standing beside me and he was asking, अच्छा, even my son is preparing for IIT. I was like, bro, I literally did not expect that to happen, okay? I mean, it was so damn random. I mean, just let me know if something like this happened with you ever. Now, the fourth situation is more crazy. It's like I was going from college to market, you can say, and I was using a bike and I did not have the helmet. See, always carry your helmet, but I'm so sorry, I did not have a helmet. जो भी है, so I did not have the helmet. So I was going to the market. Police stopped me. ठीक है, traffic police stopped me. And they were like, helmet किधर है? I was like, sir, urgent काम है sir, थोड़ा सा print out लेना है, placement है. He was like, अच्छा, तो fine करना पड़ेगा. Fine, 1000 rupees fine. चलो go. Sir, student, अच्छा, IIT से हो? Like, हाँ sir, ठीक है, जाओ. I was like, bro, what? Like, you literally made a stand aside. You took the keys and now you are like, chale jao. Like, he literally did not take money from us. Do you understand what I'm telling? Like, I mean, you should always have the helmet and all this thing. Like, that was clearly my mistake. But you get the point, right? Like, they were kind enough, or I don't know why they did. But when at the point of time when they heard ki IIT Kharagpur, they were like, chale jao. So these kind of real life situations keep happening, and I kind of feel grateful sometimes, right? Chalo, anyways, let's call her back, man. Let's ask if this IIT wala tag helps even if you want to go abroad and study, right? Let's call her. She did not pick up the call. Still. So the fourth thing which I want to talk about is social media. Listen to this really carefully because this actually has quite some money in it, right? So did you just realize that in the last 1.5 year or like last 2 years, a lot of channels who usually make videos about IITs, IIT JEE, these suddenly started like growing up a lot? Did you just realize that? This is because there are a lot of students who give IIT JEE exam every single year, like 10 lakh students. And उसके नीचे बैच में 10 more lakh students. उसके नीचे बैच में मतलब class 10, 6, पूरा मिला के it's like a 50 lakh students का approximately you can say 50 lakh students का market, right? Now all these students are actually interested in this IIT वाला thing, which means there's a lot of demand, right? But there were very few channels, like literally very few channels who were making videos on IITs, right? Which means the demand is huge and the supply is very small. Like this is the opportunity for these people, like the suppliers, like the content creators in this genre, like IIT JEE wala genre, to bloom, right? Because there's a lot of demand. And as the number of people who are making this IIT wala videos are less, the competition is also less. Which means it's comparatively easier for a person who is making IIT wala videos to grow on YouTube. Especially when you compare it to genres like gaming and all, where the competition is huge and the potential to grow is like really less. So no one usually talks about this aspect, like the social media aspect of this IIT tag and all, because even this can become one of the main sources of income for you. So there will be a few people who would be like, bro, IIT क्यों use करें? Because bro, it's not just a tag anymore. It's a genre. There's a huge demand and the supply is less, which means people can grow comparatively easier. Listen. I have a question for you. So you have been applying for these foreign institutes, right? Universities.
Yeah.
So do you have any advantage that you are studying in IIT and applying for these institutions?
A lot.
A lot?
A lot.
Really?
Because the brand is there.
Okay.
Like, people know IIT Kharagpur.
Really?
I went to any show.
Uh-huh.
And people be like, oh, IIT Kharagpur, UG's types ka. Like, people really look up to us.
Interesting.
They think we are nerds and all. They think we are like super smart.
Interesting. And so do you feel you have an advantage even right now, like applying for masters?
Yeah.
Interesting. And now for the students who are preparing for IIT JEE right now and are struggling to answer this question to themselves, ki if all the work that they are putting in, if all the hard work that they are doing right now, will it be worth it? It will definitely be worth it, because there are a lot of benefits that you'd get if you crack IIT JEE. I'm definitely not telling you ki if you are not an IITian you can't be successful and all. I'm not telling that. But if you are an IITian, then there are a lot of benefits that you get. Then there are a lot of advantages that you get. And you definitely need to understand this. And even when I was preparing for IIT JEE, or like when I was like a kid, people used to tell me, acha IIT kar lo, ho jayega, and all these things. But only when I experienced all these things, I understood, bro, again, kuch to hai. Like you're anyways putting the work, you're anyways in the coaching, you're anyways sitting in the classroom. So just study, right? Just put in the work that you have to put in right now. So now the 10 days which is remaining, the 15 days which is remaining, it is for the first attempt. Roll your sleeves up, pick your books up, take your pens up and start revising. I mean it. And out of all seriousness, I want to end this video with a funny story. This one was with one of my previous ex-girlfriends. One fine day, I asked her, bro, why me? And then she goes like, because you're an IITian. I was like, bro, what?
Microphone check, make it a microphone check. Give it a microphone, I make it a microphone dead. Don't step to me, newbie, I could truly be moody. I could have played the fucking Grinch in the movies. I've been a part-time